Hello, 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 everybody. My name is Tisha Lady, and this is Passports and Plates. So, what this is basically a vlog that is going to be about me traveling around the world and traveling locally, looking at the different sites and the places and the food, because I am a serious foodie. So, for this vlog right here, I'm actually going to talk about some of the places that I have visited since I've been here in San Antonio, just first getting here. And the first place I'm going to talk about was my most recent place, and it is called Tony G's. Now, I'll go ahead and put the name of the restaurant and the address right here. And what we did was, it was part of one of my Greek events, and we went out there to go break bread. And this was something that everybody was like so excited for, and they said it was soul food. So I was like, okay, great, let's go out there and have some fun and have some great food. So when we got there, one of the gentlemen was like, he had to get the shrimp and grits. That's all he wanted. That's all he kept talking about. But I was excited because the waitress said we only have 2 orders of oxtails, and I got the oxtails right there on the spot. So it came with 3 sides, and I had cornbread, fried green tomatoes, cornbread dressing, and I had okra and tomatoes. And you can see the pictures right there of the food that I had. Now, other people had some cheeseburger and fries. They even had a burger with grilled turkey, some bacon, and some fried green tomato inside the sandwich. You know, so they had a typical soul-filled type things that you would find there. When the food kind of came, my food was hot, very hot. I did not like the cornbread dressing because, for one, it was really, really thick, and it was cold. So for me, I prefer my food hot, especially if the food is supposed to be hot. I like my food extra hot. The cornbread was amazing, though I felt that they could have gave me more of the butter that is on the plate, a little bit more of that. And the okra and the tomatoes was good, but it needed more flavoring. To me, the whole meal, except for the oxtails and the fried green tomatoes, they all kind of needed just a little bit hint of more seasoning, maybe a little bit more salt or some flavoring, because, you know, when you think of soul food, you think of flavorful, you think of a little bit of spice on certain types of foods. You know, you just think that it's just going to be like a party in your mouth. But I have to say that the oxtails were amazing. They were very tender, they were falling off the bone, and they give you so much food that I couldn't even finish everything. Now, everything that I ordered, which again was the oxtails, the fried green tomatoes, the green okra, okra is green, okra and tomatoes, cornbread dressing, and the 2 pieces of cornbread that came with it, only came up to about $16, $17 for everything. Now, some other people just ordered simple things, burger and fries, but the problem was when the burger came out, not only was the burger cold, the cheese wasn't even melted, so we had to send that back. They had the traditional, you know, now you see a lot of places, the chicken and waffles, but even though it looked good, it wasn't really soul food looking to him, to the person that ordered it. He said that it just looked too frou-frou, was his words, and it was just too sweet. The waffles was too sweet. It was too much brown powdered sugar, and I really think he thought he was going to get a plate with a big old waffle with giant pieces of chicken wings on top and just some syrup on top. So he didn't really care for it. Plus, he said his chicken was cold. So throughout the whole table, a lot of people had the same feeling that the food wasn't as hot as they wanted it. Like the turkey sandwich that they received was ice cold, like they just took it out the freezer. So I don't know. I'd have to go back again to really see if this is a place that is worthy to really, really recommend to my friends when we come down. Only because it was a lot of inconsistencies with the heat of the food and the seasoning of the food. Even though the oxtails was great and my friend loved his shrimp and grits, we have to have consistency to bring everybody to a restaurant, right? So the second place we're going to talk about is a place called Ada Claire's. Now, again, Ada Claire's, and the address will be right here. Now, definitely, if you're going to go to Ada Claire's, make a reservation at least a week in advance. We went for brunch, didn't make a reservation, and boy, we had an hour and a half wait. We was actually sat within 45 minutes, which was great, but it was technically supposed to be an hour and a half. But what I like about Ada Claire is very eclectic. So when you get there is parking on the side and all behind it, but most people, you have to park across the street or next to near the beer garden, because it does get packed really quick. But I like how they have it set up so while you're waiting to get seated, because, you know, most restaurants you can't sit till you have most of your group anyway. They have games out there, the little sandbags where you throw it. They have a bar outside that you can go ahead and get some drinks, and they have seats outside. They even had this cute little van or a mobile home where you can have your party, you can eat inside the mobile home. So it's very eclectic. As you can see popping up, all the different pictures that I took of this place. Now, when we finally sat down and we finally got the menu, we was all starving. I went with some of my friends. So we was all starving, and going through the menu, it was just like overwhelmed. Like, what do we eat? What do we eat? So some of the things that we did get was the crawfish beignets, which were amazing. It's basically crawfish that was like with like a breaded crawfish ball, like a hush puppy, except they put crawfish in it, and it was amazing. It was fresh, it was tasty, and it was actually chunks of crawfish in it to the point where we ordered 2 orders of it. We also had ordered, well, let's see, what did I order? Oh, I ordered the Eggs Benedict, their version of Eggs Benedict. And it was okay, only because instead of the egg being poached, it was over easy, and I did have to send it back because they did not cook it completely on the top. It was still, the yolk was still clear. And for me, I can't eat that. That'll make me sick. So I had to send it back. But technically with Eggs Benedict, there is supposed to be a poached egg, and they did not have a lot of bechamel sauce on it. It was very, very little. But I was pleasantly surprised when I found that they had put spinach inside of it on top of the brisket, because I believe it was a brisket Eggs Benedict. Overall, I would have put just a little bit more bechamel sauce on the top to make it more traditional. But otherwise, it was pretty good. And I ordered a side of the Asiago cheese grits. And another girl, she had grits for the very first time. And she had the shrimp and the grits, and you'll see the picture there. And she loved it. I liked the grits. I just felt that the Asiago was a little bit too strong. But it was actually still good consistency, had a nice shine to it, and she loved it. Now remember, food is going to be a perception. Some people are going to love things, and some people are not. But some of the other things that we had the fried green tomatoes, which was amazing. We almost ordered 2 of those as well. But I think what we love most about Ida Claire is how eclectic it was. Nothing matched, down to the salt and pepper. Nothing completely matched. But the service was really, really great. We had our waitress, and, she came back. Like, one of the girls ordered coffee. And before she even finished her coffee completely, there was another cup coming down, and she was taking the old cup. She was very attentive to what we needed. It was about 6 of us. She was very attentive to the group. She was refilling drinks and sodas and everything very quickly. When there was things that needed to be corrected, she corrected it just like that. No problems at all. But the food is definitely amazing, and I believe someone got they got Nashville hot chicken, Tennessee, the Nashville hot chicken with a piece of bread. She thought it was going to be like toast on the side, but they actually put it on top of the bread, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna need more bread because I'm not gonna eat that bread. So I asked her, I said, is it really hot like Nashville? Because Nashville hot chicken is supposed to be hot. She said, well, if you like spice, this is probably not for you, because I don't like spice and it's not that spicy. I said, gotcha. But I understand when you do something that's supposed to be super hot, you can't do it super, super hot. But still, I would have anticipated for it to be like on fire type situation. My other friend, I think she got a BLT sandwich, and it was like yay big. I don't think I got a picture of it. If I did, it'd be popping up. She got about this big, and it was amazing. It's that, I was like, wait, what did you just get? She was like, oh, this is just a sandwich. I said, wow. And it came with a side of sweet potato chips. And she doesn't like sweet potato, so it doesn't really matter how great they could have been. She doesn't like sweet potato. So she got the grits and loved the grits. So she was happy. So those are just 2 places that I have visited so far, and there's still some more. I'm going to be doing a video later on Papados, because I've been to Papados at least twice, and I'm going to tell you about my experiences. And I've gone to both of the Papados here off of I-10 and off of, I think it's 410. I've also gone to a place called Cowboy Sushi I'm going to review for you. I also did a place called, what is it called? I don't remember, but I know, Goji Street. Definitely. But when I do Goji Street, I'm going to take you to Goji Street. I've been to Goji Street twice, and it's just some amazing food. So thank you for being here and watching this. Please make sure you hit the like button, because the more likes I get, the better the reviews will be, and the more I can get it circulating into the YouTube. And make sure you leave comments if you're in the San Antonio area. I have been here before and know of some great place that I should go visit, whether it's food related, culture related, or just places I need to be. Go ahead and put that in the comments down below, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you get a notification every time I do a new video.